And hello, this is Ian, CEO at We Are For Wellness, and this is the first Wow Chat of 2025. And I'm with Tom. So, hello, Tom.
Hi Ian, nice to be here today.
Yeah, look, hey, look, give us something about that sweatshirt because I don't think you just got that for Christmas, did you? What's that all? What's going on?
No, this is I love it. It's this is my company. I work with my wife, Beam Therapy. So yeah, I'm representing Beam today, and everything that we do to help people.
Yeah, look, wonderful. Look, there's a bit of an accent there. I can hear it. So, where are you located?
So my accent's a bit funny because I've lived in Wales for 10 years, but I'm a West Country lad from Gloucestershire. So you might be able to hear some of the R's, but also a little bit of a Welsh twang as well. So I'm a hybrid.
And have you been having that sort of in Wales for quite a long time, or?
Uh, I living in so we live in Cardiff and absolutely love living here. I came over because of my wife many years ago, and I've not looked back really. It's a beautiful place to live. It's so green. It might rain a lot, but the people are wonderful.
I love the way you phrased it. I came over. It's like going to another country.
It is. It's another country. Yeah, I wondered if I had to take my passport. There used to be a toll bridge going across the Severn. So
Yes, I know. No, I'm a big fan of Wales, and I've got friends in the area as well. And yeah, lovely part of the world. But let's talk about EU before we talk about Beam. All right. So, in terms of your journey into this wellness holistic world, where does it really start with yourself, Tom?
so just to give us a bit of a background, I was in construction. I was a carpenter, and I was on my way to burnout. I was reaching the peak of capacity to what I could possibly do. And it led me to my own sort of personal development journey. And I started trying many different ways that I could, feel better, that I could improve what I was doing, I could mitigate some of the stress that I was feeling. And that led me to all sorts of things, trying everything from ice showers to infrared saunas, and and I was super curious. So that fast forward a few years, my wife had been running a business where she had been. Uh, there was like a talking therapy element to the business. And there was a lot of focus on well-being and personal development. And there was a time in my career where it was perfect for me to change. I was reaching that limit of being in construction, and it was a time where I could, uh, transform what I was doing and go more on the journey of helping others. That stemmed from that passion of wanting to feel better myself, and that is when I started to carve my own niche within beam therapy, and so we were able to offer something a little bit different within the company. And that's when I found my love for breathwork. I heard Wim Hof talking on a podcast, and how he said about how we can change our physiological state with our breath. And I also quite like the idea of an ice shower. So, or a cold shower, as cold as the shower can go. It was very much a shock the first time, um, but it lit something in me. It was like a light bulb went off, and it was like I feel great. So that's sort of where my journey started with it. It was that curiosity into wanting to feel better in myself, and and that is what has led me to my journey of helping others.
Right, and we're going to come to that in a second. So look, we do Tash and I, we do many of these calls, Tom, and one of the things we like to sort of just probe into is the backstory, and the experience that led to it. And we've got amazing providers that have amazing stories that are real. It's not like, I read something in the article last Wednesday and then all of a sudden I've become this. No, that's wrong. Um, we do like that story and that journey and that life experience, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I know, so you can sort of tell from tones of people's emails and previous conversations that I know you love this, whatever it is, It's the heart and the soul is really into it, and that for us is important. So you moved on then and created Beam. Tell us a little bit about the name then.
So Beam sort of has sort of two ways that we can look at it. It has that this came to Leandra in a meditation years ago when she started the business, and it has sort of two different ways. It depends how you want to look at it. Beam, if you were to look it up, it's a supporting structure, and that very much sort of fits the brief of what we do. We're here to support others, but also to offer that sort of beam of light as well. We're shining light on a darkness, and we're bringing light to a situation. And so both sort of senses of the word beam very much describe exactly how we operate, and it's very comforting as well.
Look, yeah, look wonderful, and I'm a big fan of the esoteric value of anagram and words, and Pythagoras was big into this. I was looking at them thinking, oh yeah, BEAM, move it around, and B. This idea of being
Yeah.
yourself and finding yourself, which is kind of like I can see where you kind of found yourself in this picture as well. Um, right. So somebody comes into We Offer Wellness. They may know what they're looking for. Okay. They may be like breath work, I'm going straight in, and they're looking for online experiences, or they happen to be in the Cardiff area or somewhere in the district, they're looking for in person. Um, what is it that they would, and they find you, right? They find you, they watch this video and they go, I connect with this fella and I get it, I get the vibe, I'm curious, and you get connected. What is somebody going to experience with you then, Tom? How do you work your way through them? What you do?
So we do offer quite a few services at Beam Therapy, but the one that I want to talk about today, the one that I'm most passionate about, is helping people with breath. Now, when we talk about breath work, there are so many different ways that you can experience this, but the angle that we have and the sort of how we intend on help is looking at how people are breathing in a functional capacity. So what we'll do is we'll look at dysfunctional and functional breathers for performance breathing. So to make that really simple, if you've suffered from asthma, any apneas, or if you have problems snoring, we can. This is how we help. We're all about functional breath work and how we can make a difference in every moment of your day using your breath. So yeah, we are, and me specifically, we are functional breathwork instructors. So we can help you breathe better every day, and it's not just about having that relaxing experience for an hour. This is about feeling better 24 hours of the day.
Right, got it. Exactly. And that's what great. We've got a platform with many breathwork sort of facilitators, practitioners, each carving out and finding their own way of it, their own niche of it, their own specialism in it. But nevertheless, there's people out there which are waiting to connect with you, Tom. So that's great. So people, please do come and find Tom. But Tom, I'm going to ask you for a wellness tip.
You are, yes.
And what is it? What could you give to someone's going to turn over a pack of cards on a day, or they need to get some guidance for the day, and it's your wellness tip? What is it that you would communicate to them?
So this this was a really hard challenge for me because there are so many things that I want to share, but it's probably one of the most impactful breathwork exercises that you can do that makes an instant change. And like it's after you get to know me, I'm all about breathing through your nose only. But whenever I brought this up before, so many people say, I can't breathe through my nose, or my nose is always blocked, or I've got hay fever. And there is a really simple exercise that we can do that takes less than a minute, and we can unblock our nose and breathe clearly. And if we can breathe through our nose for a minute, we can breathe through it for, well, all day. So that's the exercise that I'm going to take you through. And it's very quick. It's suitable for everyone, with the exception of if you are pregnant. So that's the only disclaimer. Sit that out. So what we're going to do is we are going to breathe in through our nose, if as much as you can, and then we're going to breathe out through our nose, and then we're going to hold. On the end of the exhale, we're going to pinch, and then we're going to move our head, and we're going to hold until we feel like we need to take a breath, and then we're going to breathe in through the nose, and you're going to feel that release almost instantly. It creates a pressure in the nasal cavity. It helps release and move the sinuses. So it is. I find it the most exciting, well, one of the most exciting exercises to do, especially if you're new to functional breath work. So let's follow me, and you can do this along with me as well if you like, Ian.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Brilliant. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to breathe out through the nose. We're going to pinch it closed, and we're going to hold our breath, and then we're going to move our head. Keep holding our breath for as long as we can. You need to take that breath. When you can't go any longer, release your fingers and breathe through your nose. And most of the time, we'll feel that release on that first breath in. But this is something that you can repeat. And the more you do it, the more it helps open and release. We're creating that pressure. We're exercising the part that's blocked, and we're moving that congestion. So if it doesn't work first time, repeat it a couple of times, and you'll be breathing through your nose perfectly for the rest of the day.
Yeah, no, I get that. I can feel it as well. How wonderful. Look, thanks for that. Really, really appreciate it, Tom. And look, I'm all for, like you were this functionality, practical stuff. This is the world we live in. It's not theoretical.
Yeah.
Look, absolutely fantastic. Thanks for doing this today. People, please do come into Wheel for Wellness. Come and find Tom and Beam and make that connection, have that experience, and it could be life changing. So, Tom, glad to have you with us. All right.
Thank you, Ian.